Hey guys, this is Josh Farley back with another video. And I just wanted to give an update on the T-Mobile coverage that I've actually been experiencing. So I've been having like iffy speeds with the T-Mobile 5G home internet recently. And I know that actually a lot of people, around here, or a lot of people in the United States anyway, have also been having iffy speeds. So I did actually contact T-Mobile, and they actually told me that there is still tower monitorization going on. So I actually, asked them more questions. I chatted with them online in the app, because I've been having problems with sending text messages and receiving text messages. And I've also had problems with phone calls and stuff, like phone calls dropping, every now and then, and, just problems, talking on the phone. And I thought that was really weird when I was at work, like 20 minutes away, from me, which really isn't that far. I found that weird because we're right next to a tower, where I work at a school. I'm a nighttime custodian at a school, around where I live here in South Jersey. And I've said that before. On my channel, I have another video, actually doing a speed test video, and actually like hitting over 1,000 download, on the tower there, because it's right next to the school. It's literally in walking distance. It's actually like up on a water tower. So what I did was, I contacted T-Mobile because I've been having problems, with sending text messages, calls, the T-Mobile 5G home internet not being as fast and being like iffy with the speeds. It'll go from like 500 to 400, occasionally 600, occasionally 700, and then it'll go back down, like 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. Those are usable speeds, but like I've told them, I chatted with them and I told them that it's got to be something going on, and they looked into it, and they told me that there's actually tower modernization still going on, and they said that this can affect that, because they're actually upgrading the 5G in my area, from what they actually told me. So they're actually doing maintenance on the 5G, because I told them that it was weird because I didn't actually tell them that I have a third party gateway, but I told them that which is true, this is actually true, the Chester Cheetah version 2 that I have, the Chester Cheetah version 2 that I have, it's like a gateway. It's a third-party gateway, that allows band locking. It allows VPN. It allows SA. It allows NSA mode. Which is different, network modes. And I've tried it on both of those. SA and NSA. And it seems to be defaulting to 4G LTE. Or 4G, I guess it would be called on this. So, I've noticed that it, like it doesn't stay on the 5G like it normally has. So I asked them about that. I didn't tell them that I have a third party router or anything, or a gateway, whatever you want to call it. But I asked them about that. I just acted like I had the regular gateway hooked up. And I told them, that it's been defaulting to 4G LTE or 4G, whatever it's called on, cellular gateways. I guess it's 4G or LTE something. But so it's been defaulting to the 4G, signal instead of the 5G. When I have it locked in on the SA, it'll still default to the 4G, which is really weird, because it shouldn't be doing that. So they told me that they're doing, maintenance particularly on the 5G, and they actually said it's now April 7th. I actually chatted with them not long ago before I started making this video. They told me, I asked them, I said, do they have a time frame, for when this is going to be done? I mean, the speeds are usable, it's not like the speeds aren't usable, but they've been jumping around a lot. I've had ping spikes, the upload speed has actually been worse than it normally is, and that's with a waveform 4x4 antenna connected also, so you have to keep that in mind. So I'm, using third-party equipment here. If I was using the default gateway, the stock T-Mobile 5G home internet gateway, I'd probably be getting even worse speeds, with them doing this kind of stuff with the towers. But, I'm able to overcome that, since I, have a third-party gateway or router, whatever you want to call it, in a waveform, 4x4 antenna hooked up. So that definitely does help. But basically, they told me that the maintenance is going to be done April 27th, and it's now April 7th. So this, excuse me, this has actually been going on, for a few weeks now, because I've contacted them a few times, and they've told me, they didn't actually give me an actual date until now, because I told them, this is getting frustrating, with the text messages, not going through all the time. Sometimes I have to resend them, and sometimes I don't even get people's text messages to begin with. So, for a perfect example, I was actually using WhatsApp a few days ago, and I was, how it does with the code. You have to get a, code sent to you, if you have, two-way authentication set up, which I do on most things. And I've also noticed that with Amazon as well. If I try to get the text message code to sign into my Amazon, the text message doesn't come through sometimes, so that's very frustrating. I shouldn't have to deal with that, but according to what he told me, though, I was chatting, actually it was a her, according to what she told me, she actually told me that after this update, this is going to be bringing like 5G more widely available in this area, which is good because I only get a weak 5G signal, even with the Chester Cheetah, version 2 connected and the waveform antenna connected, the waveform 4x4. I only get a weak signal, but I do get good speeds though with the Chester Cheetah version 2. And the waveform 4x4 connected. When it's actually working right, I get 500 to 600 consistently. It doesn't really matter what time of day, so that's definitely good. Because there's a tower not that far from me. Like I said, it's only right down the road. In my other videos I've talked about, it's right down the road near an old truck stop. So I have it up in the attic. I have it, facing, toward that old truck stop, toward the tower, out the window. It's not actually out the window, because I don't really want to put it outside, to be honest, because I don't want to put it outside in the elements, and stuff like that. I'd rather have it inside, where it's, more protected, from the elements and stuff, especially after my cable broke. That cable came off and they sent me a replacement. But I don't really want to, risk that. I mean, I could, I could tape up the cables and stuff, get like waterproof tape, and all that kind of stuff, but I don't really, I'm getting, good enough speeds, as it is, 500 to 600 on the download, and like 10 to 20, on the upload. Some people would say that's terrible, but, like I've said, the upload speed in this area is just terrible. There's not really anything we can do. Let me actually check Down Detector, though, and see what they're saying. See if T-Mobile's in the red or not. So yeah, it is actually showing a lot more red. And it's actually saying 40% now for the 5G home internet, so that's definitely not good. And 31% for mobile phones, so that's definitely still not good. Let me see. It doesn't say anything, about the T-Mobile 5G home internet. It says, why is my T-Mobile not working since 5 days ago? So that's definitely not good. So yeah, it definitely does seem like they are having problems still, and like I said, they definitely are, they're doing maintenance on the towers, for the 5G, particularly. So according to what he said, or actually what she said, she told me, though, after the update, she told me that I should get better reliable 5G, in this area, which I'm hoping, because to be honest, the 5G is spotty in this area. It's very spotty. I can only get it in certain places in my house, or in my mom's house. We can only get it certain places, like up in the attic, I can get it, but barely. It's still a weak signal, even with the waveform antenna connected. So I'm hoping, after they're done with this, I'm hoping around April 27th, if that's true, that's probably the date. But she did actually tell me, she told me that she can't send me a screenshot, of the metrics and everything. She told me she can't do that. Not the metrics, the explanation, basically. She said if she could, she was going to send me a screenshot, to show me that they are doing tower monitorization near me. Let me actually run some speed tests here, and just to see what we get. Make sure it's on the right server, and it is. Okay, so we did break 600 on that one. The ping is a little still a little high, but you know, and the upload seems to be slower. Like I've said in my other videos, it still seems to be slower. But you know, if they, like I said, if they are doing the tower modernization, you know, like they told me, you know, you're still gonna get you know, speeds, but you're still gonna get you're most likely gonna notice slower speeds and notice it like bouncing around and stuff like that. You know, they told me that in the chat. You know, but it's still gonna be, you know, usable, which it is. So not too bad on that one though. 6:02 for the download, definitely not bad. You know, for 5:07 p.m. on a Sunday evening. And then 7.56 for the upload. And like I've said, you know, the uploads are terrible in this area. There's not really anything we can do. But you know, they're worse. They're definitely worse than most areas. Let's just put it that way. So hopefully, you know, when they you know, do the upgrades, when they get done the upgrades, I'm hoping that the upload speed will improve, and I'm hoping that I can actually I'm hoping that I can actually go from weak signal to at least good signal. You know, that would definitely be an improvement. So hopefully, you know, I can go from weak signal, you know, to good signal, or maybe possibly even very good or excellent. You know, I would really be surprised if I did get that. But like I've said, you know, the tower is literally right down the road. And you know, I don't really understand why I'm only getting a weak signal. You know, with the waveform 4x4 antenna, you know, facing, you know, out directly out the window, up in the attic, you know, facing that tower. You know, like I said, you know, that might be why they're doing, you know, tower modernization, because it's not, you know, 5G is still new. So it's not, you know, it's not the standard. I actually get more 4G LTE in more places than I get 5G, you know, so it's definitely, you know, still being improved upon. So not bad on that one though. 6:02 for the download, like I said, 7.57 for the upload, and 39 ping. Let me run a couple more here. So I am hoping that they, you know, they know what they're talking about with that, you know, with the April 27th. I'm hoping that it's not any longer than that, because, you know, I just don't want to, you know, I don't want to deal with the speeds fluctuating this much, and my text messages not, you know, like being iffy, and you know, stuff like that. You know, talking to my mom on the phone. You know, I've talked to my mom on the phone at work, you know, plenty of times, and I haven't had that problem, you know, where it's you know, like breaking up. You know, that's just not normal. You know, especially, you know, I would probably have to say it's probably more on her end, because you know, I'm right there near the tower, you know, and I get like full bars, you know, throughout the school, you know, where no matter where I go in the school, I get full bars, because the tower is right there, you know, it's up on a water tower, on an old water tower there in town, and you know, I can literally walk to it, you know, right after, you know, I get out of work, you know, after I'm done working, so I can, you know, literally like walk right up to it. So you know, it's definitely, you know, a good area, you know, to have, you know, to not have problems, you know, in other words, is what I'm saying. So they really must be doing some kind of upgrade, you know. I don't know if that was me, you know, having the problems, you know, at the school, you know, when I was talking to my mom, or if it was my mom breaking up. It kind of sounded like it was my mom breaking up, so it could have been, you know, this tower here. You know, like they said, you know, they are doing the tower modernization, particularly on the 5G. They told me so. So you know, we're basically just gonna have to rate it out, you know, wait it out, and you know, see what happens. You know, I'm hoping, you know, that I can get, you know, improved speeds. You know, they told me, she actually told me, she said, she told me that you should see increased speeds, after, you know, or around April 27th. You know, and I said it's April 7th right now, so that's a few weeks away. So I'm hoping, that I'm hoping that they actually get it done before that, which is very possible. I don't think they really know, when it's actually going to be done, but they gave me, an about date. So it definitely must be a big upgrade, which I'm excited for. So I'm hoping that it's a big upgrade. That I can at least get good signal on my Chester Cheetah version 2 with the waveform antenna connected. I'm hoping that I can at least go from weak signal to good signal or very good, or possibly even excellent. That would be even nicer. So, but we'll see. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna hold my breath or anything. I'm not gonna, hope for better speeds and then get myself, upset. But these speeds are definitely usable. Definitely really good for the download. The only thing that I would really like to, improve upon is the upload and the ping. Sometimes the ping can jump around, but right now it's going to be like that because they're doing work on the towers. So let me actually run one more here, but this one, not bad at all. 612 for the download for 5:12 p.m. on a Sunday. That's definitely not bad. 9.89 for the upload, not too bad on that, and 33 ping. So yeah, the ping did go up on that one, but not too bad though. I mean, normally we get ping in like the 20s to 30 range, so it is kind of high still. So the upload still seems to be, somewhat iffy. Normally with that we get like 12 to 20, sometimes a little higher, so it is being a little bit, iffy. But that's to be expected when they're doing work on the towers or updates on the towers. So there's not anything I can really do about it. But not bad on that one though. 584 for the download, 6.94 for the upload, and then 38 ping. So, I mean, yeah, I just wanted to get this video out there, guys. I'm going to get off of here. I'm not going to do, any more speed tests in this video. I might do some, later this evening or something, but with them working on the towers, there's not really much sense because it's going to, I'm going to notice, slowdowns. I'm going to notice, they told me that, I'm going to notice, speeds being reduced sometimes and then going back up and, just, they're going to be fluctuating, in other words. So, I'm just glad to know that it's not anything, going on with my equipment, the waveform 4x4 antenna or the Chester Cheetah version 2. I'm just glad that they actually gave me a date. Like I said, April 27th, they said that's about, when they think it'll be done. So, I'm hoping that, like I said, I'm hoping that my signal will go, my 5G signal will improve and go from, weak to good or weak to excellent, or very good. I would be happy with just good or very good. I'm not really expecting excellent, but, it is kind of weird though that I'm not actually getting good, 5G signal, at least good, because I have it pointed out, like I said, I have it pointed out, not even 2 miles, down the road from me is a tower. So, I actually should be getting, better 5G, signal. It's really weird to me, that I'm not, and there's not really anything blocking, the signal or anything, in front of me. I mean, not that I can see anyway. I can't, really see. I haven't really, scoped it out or anything like that. But, with the tower being that close, I really should get better, I think that I should get better signal, even though, it is up in the attic, but it's facing out the window. I just think that I should get better than a weak signal. I should at least get a good signal or a very good or an excellent, with the tower being that close to me. But like I said, you have to keep that in mind that 5G is still new, and it's rolling out still, it's not everywhere, and it's also, it's very spotty, like I said. So I am hoping that they are, really doing this maintenance. It seems like they definitely are, because she said to me, she was going to send me a screenshot, but they can't do that because of legal reasons, which is understandable. So, they're not going to do that because it could have information on there. But she actually did give me the tower ID. So that was, helpful. She actually did give me the tower ID that's down the road from me. And she said that that's the tower, that they're working on. And I actually looked it up, and that is the tower. So, she definitely knows what she's talking about. This is not anything, this is not a BS thing. This is definitely something, that they are doing. So, but anyway, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. I'll probably, keep you guys updated. If I do notice faster speeds and stuff, obviously, I will keep you guys updated on that. Like I said, I'm hoping, not only with the T-Mobile 5G home internet, but I'm also hoping, with my phone that I'll actually get more 5G, in more places, especially at my house. That would definitely be nice, for if the power goes out or something. I can, use 5G, a faster, internet connection, on my phone, as well. So, we'll see. So I'm really hoping, that I'll at least get a better signal, with the 5G, up in the attic with the, the waveform antenna connected in the Chester Cheetah version 2. I'm hoping that it goes from weak to at least good, or very good or excellent. That would definitely be nice. But like I said, we'll see. We'll see as it gets closer to April 27th. That's about the time they said that they'll be done. So we'll see. If we have any improvements by then, or a little bit after then, or even before. So I'll definitely be doing speed tests. I'll let you guys know, how it is. I'll keep you guys updated and all that. But anyway, like I said, I just wanted to get this video out there. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.